All right, listen, we've got just a couple of minutes left, so let's shotgun fire as fast as we can through a few questions that you guys have in the chat board. Chris Lee's got a few of them pulled out. So Chris Lee, in all of your power, which did you decide to ask?
Omar Elkoton writes, I'm a giant Buffy fan. I want to know if you guys would be interested in watching a Buffy reboot or movie without Joss Whedon's involvement.
They were talking about doing that about 2 or 3 years ago, and it was going to be completely, they weren't going to involve Joss Whedon, and Joss Whedon had no interest in it, and then very quickly that whole idea died. So would I be interested? Frankly, no, and I don't think it's coming either. Anything else to add?
But the Christy Swanson Donald Sutherland film was amazing, so come on.
Yeah, without Joss Whedon, absolutely not. Zero interest in Angel or Buffy or any of that without Joss Whedon and his crew. The rest of the crew that wrote on both of those series would have to be that. So.
Brock Humphrey says, no one's talking about it, but why isn't Rogue an X-Men anymore? I mean, I heard they cut her scenes, but why? And maybe this time shift gives her real true powers. Thanks, and bring on the filthy.
Yeah, basically, I think like a lot of characters in the X-Men universe that we've seen over the years, I believe Rogue only had 2 scenes. I think she originally only had 2 scenes written in the script, and then for whatever story flow reasons in the editing room, and remember, a lot of scenes get cut in the editing room. So in the editing room, they just realized, we don't need this scene, which was Rogue's biggest scene. They just realized we don't need it, and so if she's not in this scene, then her being in this scene doesn't make sense. Let's just cut the character out. So there was no big, scandalous reason why Anna Paquin and Rogue isn't there anymore. It's just an editing decision, and she really wasn't in it all that much. Have you guys heard anything different?
They went Rogue Cyclops, Rogue Cyclops.
No, I heard they went Rogue Toad. Rogue Toad. You gotta get Toad in, but don't get the original actor, get this other dude, and then cut out Rogue.
And then make him 12.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see more Rogue, though. I love her as a character. And it makes me sad that this is happening, but I would love to see
She's in that trailer.
I didn't like the way they did her, though, in the original films. I like Anna Paquin, but they really toned her down and dumbed her down, and she's a way cooler character than they should.
I love the way they started her,
right,
and then they didn't really go anywhere with her, which is too
they
bad.
totally chimped her in the X-Men 3. She was just like, I don't want my powers anymore, standing in line for like 8 hours. Like the whole movie, she was in line waiting to get rid of her powers.
Waiting for a new Xbox. All right, what's next?
Thornbadd, will we get a rebooted Tomb Raider movie franchise based on the new video game franchise?
Yeah, as far as I know, that's actually happening. They rebooted the video game franchise, so the movie is going to be a reboot of the reboot. And yes,
the game is better in every way, and I want Gemma for it. So let's do this.
Gemma would be
that would
awesome.
Be a good casting choice.
How do you pronounce Arterton's?
Arterton?
Megatron?
We all have 3 different names.
Gemma Arterton.
I don't think there's a Tron, because I was corrected with
the Hansel and Gretel chick.
Arterton.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, people told me for a long time Gemma would make a great Wonder Woman, and I never saw it.
Yeah.
And then I rewatched Hansel and Gretel the other night, just because we were at home and had nothing to do, and watched it again, and like, now I see why everybody said that.
Gemma as Supergirl.
Tomb Raider.
Wait, and you too. You guys have to fight.
We'll both be in the casting room. No, I love her. I think she's so feisty.
She's good.
She is. She's
great.
great.
Energy and passion.
All right, 2 more quick ones.
Collects Too Much wants to know how we feel about a property like The Mask or Green Hornet getting another shot on the big screen.
Green Hornet, no. I actually liked. Hey, look, I actually liked Green Hornet a lot more than I thought I was going to. Because I thought it was going to be just absolute garbage, and I ended up laughing quite a bit throughout the film. Although
I didn't like it
is not worthy of a sequel. As far as The Mask goes, they destroyed any hope of that when they put out that horrible Son of the Mask movie.
That was so unwatchable.
That was epically
It was painful.
Yeah.
I think I only saw about a half hour of that. And
but
I didn't see Green Hornet yet. But
Cameron Diaz.
Oh yeah.
Cameron Diaz in the original Mask.
Sure.
I will put her in my top 3 of the hottest actresses in Hollywood history in one specific movie. Like, she was just liquid porno.
And one of the only films I liked her in. One of the only films to this day that I've liked her in. So
I liked Something About Mary. Come on, guys. Charlie's
I really liked her in Best Friend's Wedding, too.
She annoys me.
In Vanilla Sky, she was fantastic. But actually, this weekend I was watching Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness back to back. It was an awesome double feature night at the Aaron Darling house. And I think Bruce Campbell could be an amazing Mask character.
He could.
Yeah. He's kooky.
He could absolutely be a great
Put him in anything. I'm usually in.
I'd be so on board with that
Shakespeare?
idea.
Yeah, I'm in.
Bruce.
All right, last one.
His handle is Groovy Bruce. Come on.
Beastly wants to know if Guardians of the Galaxy is a successful film, could that open up the possibility for a Planet Hulk movie?
Well, there's been a lot of talk about Planet. For those who don't know, there are two comic story arcs. One called Planet Hulk, which leads into another storyline called World War Hulk. In Planet Hulk, a bunch of the big Marvel superhero head dudes decide that after an incident, Bruce Banner and the Hulk are just far too dangerous. They love him, but he's too dangerous, and they knock him out, put him on a ship, and send him off into space. And he crash lands on this planet, becomes a gladiator. It's much like Gladiator, the movie. And becomes king of the people of that planet. But little beknownst to him that the head dudes of Marvel, the head Marvel heroes, they planted a nuclear bomb in the ship that carried him just in case he tried to come home. And that bomb went off and killed all of the Hulk's people, including his wife. Yes, the Hulk got married. So the Hulk gets a bunch of his biggest, baddest gladiators. They make their way back to Earth, and he declares war on everybody. And it's pretty damn awesome. We've been talking about World War Hulk and Planet Hulk a lot, but there are a lot of rumors, but Feige seems to have killed those a while ago. So I don't think Guardians of the Galaxy will have any influence one way or the other, and if they do a Hulk or Planet Hulk movie. But I would love to see it.
And Mark Ruffalo deserves one.
He was just talking about how he'd like to, when they do, because he's pushing to do a Hulk standalone. So I'd love to see a third Hulk. And guys, spoilers, I'm playing the Red Hulk. I'm going to be fighting him. But yeah, I'd love to see Ruffalo as a Hulk.
He's the best. He deserves
in a standalone.
And he's also under contract to play the Hulk multiple more times, so I'm kind of interested to see what they do with the character.
All of his footage in the Avengers together. This is what he said. I was in like 10 minutes of the movie. So in the feature film, he'd love to explore it a lot more of the character.
Yeah, absolutely.
So. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to AMC Movie News on YouTube. It's free and a great way to stay updated with all the latest movie news, and check out our daily show, AMC Movie Talk. Also, don't forget to check us out on Facebook and Twitter to stay in the loop for our special prizes, giveaways, and contests.